In this video, I want to show why I mostly eat raw food. Now, whatever I say here, this is based on my own personal experience. Although I have researched quite a bit and then did my own work in terms of the theory building, it is still not so much about the theory, it is about the actual benefits I have received, and that is what I want to share in this. I had become healthy after shifting to raw food or nature food as I called it then, and I had continued to be healthy, and that's the reason I have chosen to have raw food as my primary diet. Does it mean that we all have to become some monkeys and eat fruits all the time? That's not the idea, but then we want to understand through this video why are we doing this. We will address this question in two parts. What is right food for humans, and is there a problem if I eat cooked food? Let's understand this. What is right food for anyone, not only humans? Basically, if you look at any living organism, nature is providing the food to the organism directly. Whether it is a lion or a mosquito, everything that is available as its food is provided by nature automatically without any kind of processing. So why are we expecting that we need to heat something before we eat? And if you see the other part, it is that food which salivates us is the natural food. When a lion is looking at a deer, it salivates, it wants to eat. When we look at a fruit, a lemon, vegetables, we salivate. That means that food is meant for us. When you look at a chicken or when you look at a buffalo or a cow, you don't salivate. It is only when we add spices and make them spicier, tastier, then we feel the salivation, otherwise we don't. That means any kind of processed, heated, cooked food may not be right for us. What happens when you heat? Is there a problem of heating? We will look at this for each of the nutrients, be it vitamins, minerals, enzymes, fats, carbs. We'll look at all of them and see if there is any negative impact of heat on them. Vitamins are very important for human body for the digestion. They act like catalysts in a chemical reaction. So what do catalysts do? So basically catalysts are those items which start the reaction, help the reaction to happen, but in the reaction itself they are not predominantly participating. So also in the case of vitamins, they break down the food in such a way that they help us digest it better, you get energy, and then most importantly you become immune to diseases. They stop us from getting infected frequently from all kinds of bacteria and viruses and whatnot. So that is the primary purpose of vitamins. There are certain vitamins which are water soluble vitamins. That means they stay in the body as long as there is a water in the body, and then when we urinate we lose them. So these water soluble vitamins such as vitamin B and C, when you heat you lose them quite a bit. So your intake of vitamins is reduced, that means your digestion is reduced, you are more prone to diseases. That is a negative impact of heating food. What about proteins? Many proteins lose considerably when you heat them. I am not here to say that you get a chicken and a buffalo and eat it just like that. No, we are not carnivorous animals such as that. And that's why I said, we do not salivate when look at the meat directly. But if you eat healthy proteins such as nuts, then you consume directly and fully. It is believed that some of the proteins we may lose up to 40% of the proteins when you heat them. So heating is not good for proteins. What about oils? I think many of us know this and believe this already. When we are deep frying in an oil which is extremely highly heated, the composition of the fats change quite a bit, and it actually becomes detrimental, poisonous for the human body. You may have noticed you will have high amounts of thirsty and an indigestion issue if you had outside food, particularly the deep fried ones, because of the high amount of and the long amounts of heat that is provided to the fats. So it is not good to have fats heated. Rather, you would be better off eating those fats which are available naturally without any kind of heating. What about carbs? This is a major component of our food, right? Now, carbs generally have simple sugars, fructose, sucrose, glucose. These are the ones which we require for energy burning. But then when you heat carbs, they become complex sugars and also they caramelize. What is the problem of caramelizing and the sugars becoming complex? They take longer time for digestion. If you have ever noticed, cooked food takes a longer time for digestion, and this is one of the primary reasons. It inhibits digestion. That means you are not getting the energy fully, quickly, and therefore it is not good. Any food which is not fully digested is poisonous to the body. It is not good to retain undigested food in the body. What about minerals and enzymes? Now, there is no negative impact of heating minerals and enzymes. Minerals are like your sodium, potassium, those kinds of things, iron. You don't really lose any of them when you heat. What about enzymes? The enzymes which are present in the food produce itself, they do get destroyed. But then the enzymes that are necessary for us to digest our food are directly produced by our body, and they do not get impacted because of the heat. So really speaking, the enzyme behavior in our body doesn't get impacted because of the heat. So we're okay on this aspect. And here is the best part. We end up consuming less calories when you eat raw food. Why this happens? You feel fuller. Hold on. What does this watermelon contain? As the name indicates, it contains considerable amount of water. I might be eating half of this probably as one serving. That seems a lot, right? But what does it contain? Just water. The amount of calories or energy which is available in that much quantity of watermelon, which is one serving for me, is very less. Compare this with 1 cup of rice that I might cook and eat. Now the rice which is there is mostly dry. I actually add more water to cook it. That means the dry grains which I have taken have got a lot more calories than a large watermelon. Because of the water, because of the high fiber content, I find this meal to be more fuller, quickly digested, provides less energy as compared to grains which actually provide more energy. Is there a problem with more energy? Yes. Unburnt energy becomes fat and stored in the body. So you do not want to eat more than that is necessary for you to run through the day, mentally or physically. A question that often comes up is, isn't raw food expensive if you are consuming a lot of cashews and then almonds and then walnuts and whatnot? As a matter of fact, it doesn't. I have done the math several times, counting on the expenses that I have incurred over a period of last 3 years, I would say. And every time I check, I notice that the cost of my raw food is less than or equal to the cooked food that we have in our family otherwise. My wife is not into raw food so much, and we check it regularly, and I find that raw food is not expensive at all. So that is not a reason for you to not get into raw food. I feel that eating fruits, vegetables, nuts, dry fruits in several forms is a good way of living. It provides a lot of health to us, and we sustain that good energy and good health for a very long time, and that's the reason we need to have raw food as our primary diet. Guys, I don't know if I had bored you or does it make any sense. If it did make a sense to you, please click on that like button, and let me know that this has made sense to you. If it has not made any sense to you, please click on that dislike button and put your comments below so I know what I have missed. Also, do let me know anything that you would like to understand further on raw food so that I can make videos appropriate to you and make it useful. I am making these videos with no commercial interest. It is for sharing of benefits that I have received to a larger group. So please subscribe to my channel so that you will get to know whenever there are new videos, and click on that notification bell as well. Thank you. Have a nice day or evening, whatever is left for you. Bye bye.